Okay, and here it is. This is the VecTrex arcade system. So there's a couple things right off the bat that we want to dive into here. One, this isn't a square screen. This is a rectangular, vertically oriented screen. You can see how it's very long top to bottom. This allowed for better gameplay, right? Because it allowed you a little bit more screen real estate. The other thing that's interesting about the VecTrex, if you think about the name VecTrex or Vector, instead of a typical scan, which is what these old CRTs did, top to bottom, left to right, VecTrex is different. It actually uses coordinates and pinpoints where to light up and when. And what that does is it renders very smooth graphics, which we will see in a second. The other thing to think about with this is it used screen overlays. And these screen overlays would clip in to these little clips here at the bottom, and then here at the top. Okay, and it would hold it up against the screen and your graphics behind it. This adds a whole nother element to the gameplay. So now you might be wondering, well, where do the controllers go? Well, they did something really interesting. They hid them down here. Well, one by default, and you can plug in a second one. So the way you do it is you push up on this lip here, and you kind of roll your fingers underneath, and it folds this tray down. This is the controller. And you've got room down below. Sorry about the lighting. You put another one in here. This is your volume, and this is your reset button. Okay? Nice analog stick. 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons, which impact the gameplay. I love that sound. Look at that. Mindstorm, 1982. Super smooth, right? Volume is really great on it too. And we have other games like Star Castle and Hyper Chase. Let's go ahead and pop in a cartridge and I'll show you what that looks like. Takes a second to warm up. We got our title screen. And this is sort of a different take on something like pole position. I prefer pole position. Because the car angles versus moving on a sweep like this, you can see it's just arcing back and forth. And you can now see why it's called the VecTrex. These are, pretty interesting graphics for the time. But the game system, the movement, the stick, it all works really well. So let's go ahead and crash again. Pretty great, right? So that's the VecTrex. A unique piece of technology that went on to inspire not only in terms of form, but also function. Join me next time as we dive into another relic. This is going to be cool. The Atari Lynx. I'll talk to you then. Ciao.
Yeah, boy.